Have you ever wondered where the journey in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu begins? How it's possible that some people start from 0 point and became the new version of themselves, but the other people never start, cute after few lessons and never comes back? How it's possible? Fala galera, my name is Alex, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu brown belt. I'm doing this for the 7 years and I'm here to share with you my experience. I don't just to talk about the techniques, about the belts. I'm here to explain you the rules, philosophy and how the Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu influence you as a person. Today I'm going to walk you through 7 levels you probably haven't thought about before. And if you watch this video till the end, you will receive the great gift from me. Subscribe to the channel and let's begin. Okay, level 0. On this point, you're still dreaming about something, but you're not doing. You're sitting on the sofa, you heard something about Jiu-Jitsu from your friends, you saw some stories, scrolling the Instagram, but you never begin. In this point, you have to decide, I'm changing my life, I want something new. Without this step, even the white belt seems non-reachable, because the journey begins from your decision. This is where your foundation begins. Readiness to leave your comfort zone and being moving forward. And honestly, this is the hardest step in whole life, to decide, be the new person, be yourself. The biggest opponent, it's you and your sofa.
What makes people decide to try their first jiu-jitsu class?
When you're 40, it's challenging for you, because you will learn something new, deploy new skills. For the kids, it's often because of bullies to understand what really you are and what you can do.
Can motivation come from outside, or do I have to make the decision myself?
I know the one Japanese idiom, if you don't have problems, buy one for yourself. In Jiu-Jitsu, you solve problems every day, daily. You start to think when someone pressure you and you have a lot of solutions to escape or to kick him back. And it's fun to choke someone, or legal violence. Level 1, the white belt. The hardest one, from my opinion. White belts is the real first contact with Jiu-Jitsu. Some people had backgrounds. They had experience in wrestling and judo, in CrossFit, and they came here with a different shape. But once you step on the mat, you give the control of what you're doing. This is the point where you start to learning how to manage your own body, how to manage your partner, how to defend yourself, and the most important thing, how to respect your partner and how to be gentle with your partner and respect people around you, because all people with a different level, and you have to understand this. You also start learning how to access the losses and how to work with your ego. If you not quit your Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu learning after 1 year, share your motivation in comments. It will be interesting.
Why do so many people quit jiu-jitsu not in the first year, but when they reach blue belt?
From my opinion, it's two kind of people. The people who quit, they just don't like this. And the people who keep going, they like this sport. And some people quit because they achieve their goal and they know, okay, I'm blue belt, it's enough for me. I don't want to continue. It's about consistency. It's about your teammates. Okay, level 3, blue belt. So, with the blue belt comes your first real sense of progress. You can handle opponent more stronger and more experienced than you. You know how to manage your emotions on the mat and you know how to be respectful. Blue belts represent solid fundamentals, and that gives you the space to grow your own independent game. You start realize that with the practice you receive your new belt. You receive the new technique, you receive the new knowledge. There is a point where you separate your ego and your knowledge. Because when you have knowledge, your ego says, okay, this is not my game. The blue belt is like real Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu competitor. If we talk about white belts, it's like animals, they know nothing. Evolution of people with the belts, they're more aggressive, they're more structurized. They know what they're doing, but they're still using a lot of power because they don't know technique. Jiu-Jitsu, it's about technique, not only about strength and power. Level 4, purple belt. Usually you see nobody here because these people with the purple belt, they just coming for the open mat. This level, it's about that you already know technique and you already can train other people and share your experience. Purple belt is when your fundamental skills became a real arsenal. You become a real danger. You can control your moves with the confidence and can demonstrate it clearly to others, and no matter it's kids or adults. In this moment, Your personal style begins to take shape. The most important, that your identity on the mat becomes visible. You stop simply repeating techniques. You start doing with your own knowledge and with your own shape. Purple belt shows that you can become highly skilled in certain techniques. And of course, you can share this knowledge with other people.
How do you earn the next belt?
To be promoted for the new belt, you have to know the base. You have to be less emotional on the mat. It's about your ego, that you can do everything and you cannot be defeated, you cannot tap. You have to face it like usual things, like daily problems. But the key idea, your coach made decision when he saw that you achieve all your potential in this belt, you will be promoted. When you forget about the promotion, you will receive the belt immediately.
What do you feel when you earn a new belt?
I was very excited because it was my first school. I was with my professor, Christian Cesara. I was training there about 2 years, maybe 1.5. And then I received my blue belt. I had a big break because I moved to other place. I changed the gym, I changed the teammates. When I received the blue belt, I understood that I'm on the new level. I can do something really huge, and it's just beginning. I start to participate in competitions more. I start to spend time in the gym more. So it was like a challenge. I will not stop on this. I have to keep going. As a person who spent a lot of time in martial arts, I had a sambo background, judo background, and in jiu-jitsu, I see that some people have not the big goals, and it's enough for them to be a blue belt, to know some basic technique, and I could be good in history, I could be good teacher, or I could be good businessman. It's not about jiu-jitsu. I think it's all about comfort. If you stop, you looking for the comfort. It's hard to go every time to the gym. It's hard to learn something new. It's hard to face new people. It's hard to talk, but in the end, it's also hard to be alone. It's hard to be just a blue belt when you know I could be black belt or I could be the better in this and I finish here. I saw a lot of people who finish with the blue or purple belt, and it's okay. It's just their game plan. If you receive the purple belt, it just means that you're waiting your brown belt and you're still in the game. I think the less amount of quits is the purple belt. Okay, let's move on. Level 5, brown belt. At this stage, you know all core techniques. You can apply them in different situations, and you choose your moves based on context rather than impulse. For sure, you already have your favorite techniques, and your games looks more structured and intentional. This stage of maturity, where attention shifts from quantity to quality, and the focus becomes precision. You understand how strong you are, and continue developing by polishing the details, rather than adding more techniques.
What's your journey to a brown belt?
I remember my journey from purple to brown was not easy because I was alone. I was without coach. I was training Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu for the kids in gymnasium. I met my new coach. He started to share his knowledge with me. I have to work with my shape. The only one way how I work is the teammates. And we open the gym. We start to work together. I meet with new people, and my professor decided to promote me to the brown belt. Very important thing that you have to be polite with your coach. You have to laugh off his jokes. You have to ask the good questions. Sometimes you have to bring to the gym something, maybe some beer. In Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, you have to improve your social skills, how you talk with the people, because if you not talk in the gym, you will never find a partner to work with someone. You will be alone. The key point to become professional is to find the good teammates which help you growing up. I am the brown belt, but this is just beginning. Okay guys, the next level for you and for me is the black belt. Black belt is a new level entirely. At this level you understand the depth of Jiu-Jitsu and can easily explain techniques for others. With this level comes a sense of responsibility, because your role now includes passing knowledge forward. At this level you understand the structure of techniques and philosophy of Jiu-Jitsu, so you can teach effectively. I think my coach knows when I received the black belt, but me, just don't ask. Level 7. The most people think that the black belt is the end of the game, but no. After this, you just open the new door. After black belt, you can receive the coral belt. It shows that you are professor from all professors, and you spend really huge amount of time in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. It's about 15 years after black belt to become coral belt. What does it give to you? For example, you can open your own school, you can teach kids and adults, you can show up on the street with your coral belt, but the general idea that you can show to the other generation about the culture and about the history of Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu and martial arts general. At this level, Jiu-Jitsu becomes a normal part of your life. It looks like you just eat, sleep, train, and do it again. Okay, and now, as I promised, here are the giveaway rules. Tell me in the comments your story of Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. What the hardest part for you and what motivates you every day. I will choose the best story and you will receive your color belt from me. Bro, hit the like, subscribe for my channel and see you soon.